Hey ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and things have not been going smoothly in the Donald Trump case in Washington D.C., I should say, January 6th, and it's actually gotten really out of hand and the Supreme Court is getting involved now. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out and they help our channel continue to grow. And as you could see just a few moments ago, I actually had to think about what case I was talking about because that's how crazy this has gotten. Trump has been indicted in New York, in Florida, and now Washington, D.C., and we know an indictment in Georgia is most likely on the horizon. It looks like an all-out assault. It is draining the resources of Trump's re-election campaign, and it's just a total, for whatever reason the cases are there. I'm not here to disparage anybody. For whatever reason the cases are there, and you can judge that for yourself. It is absolutely having an effect on the election, not just the cases themselves, but financially draining the Trump campaign funds to defend him in these cases. Well, now the Supreme Court is being pulled into the mix by more than one party. So Trump posted on Truth Social that this whole thing was crazy, and he asked for the Supreme Court to intercede and basically knock down these cases against him. He asked for intervention from the Supreme Court. He said, this is out of hand. Come down, knock down these cases against me. Well, here's the problem. Nobody knows what the Supreme Court can do. Nobody. The Supreme Court's going to have to decide that because this has never happened before. This is the first time in the history of this country, and whether you hate what is going on like I do or not, like the Democrats don't, I think you have to understand that we're living a moment in history, a moment that's going to be talked about with your grandchildren and their grandchildren. I mean, this is going to go down in the history books forever and ever. We are living that moment in history. That being said, because it's such a moment in history, because all of this is novel, we don't know how to proceed from here. Is the Supreme Court allowed to step in and do something about these cases? I don't know. I don't know, and I have actually looked for constitutional scholars. I have looked for legal people, legal experts that have weighed in on this, and they're pretty much all saying they don't know. I mean, they appear to know about as much as I know and about as much as you know if you're not a lawyer, and that's not much, right? We don't know. This is not our milieu. We don't know this. This is not our area. Now, on the other side, you have Democrats and some anti-Trump people who are really pushing this group of judges led by Supreme Court Justice John Roberts. Why does his name escape me for a moment? But led by Supreme Court Justice John Roberts. They're pressuring to have cameras in the courtroom, television cameras. I mean, this would be the trial of the millennium, of maybe the history of the country. And so when these rules were crafted, about all the people that are allowed to see it are the people that can fit in the courtroom, and TV wasn't really a thing. So maybe it's time to update those rules. Now, the Democrats really want this televised. I don't know if the Trump camp does, but I do. I want to see this. Again, even though I hate what's happening, it is a moment in history. And I also think if the evidence is as flimsy as I believe it is, then the whole world should see that. I'm not sure the Democrats are making the right move here, wanting the people to see that. But I want to see it because I think the evidence, I think it's a witch hunt. I think the evidence is probably very flimsy at best. And I think it would behoove President Trump in his election campaign to actually have this televised. I think that would be another massive backfire for the Democrats. So all of this is crazy right now, and we have to deal with what we have to deal with. But I want to see where the Supreme Court weighs in on this, or if they do at all. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please leave them. Also, make sure you like, share, and subscribe because that really helps us out. Again, I'm Carmine Sabia. This is Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.